I'm in church, please, no photos. Police escorts, everybody passports. This the life that everybody asks for. This a fast life, we are on a crash course. What you think I rap for? To push a rap for? But I know that if I stay stunting, all these girls only gon' want one thing. I could spend my whole life goodwill hunting. Only good gon' come is as good when I'm... She got an ass that'll swallow up a G-string. And up top, 2 bee stings. And I'm bee sting off the re-sling. Bee stings, and I'm bee sting off the re-sling. And my just made it out the precinct. We give a damn about the drama that you do bring. I'm just trying to change the color on your mood ring. Reebok, baby, you need to try some new things. Have you ever had shoes without shoestrings? What's that, yay? Baby, these heels. Is that a made what? Baby, these wheels. You tripping when you ain't sipping, have a refill. You're feeling like you're running, huh? Now you know how we feel.
Welcome to the Division I Boys Western Region Hockey Championship. This round-robin game features the West Kings Wolverines and the Avon View Avalanche.
Guess what? I got a fever.
Good afternoon, hockey fans, and welcome to Trident Media's continuing coverage of the 2026 Division I Regional High School Hockey Tournament. Coming to you from the Yarmouth Mariners Center, my name's David Doucette. With me today, Mark O'Connell, and our matchup number 4 for our Saturday, the 28th of February, the Avon View Avalanche versus the West Kings Wolverines. This game is not going to have any influence on who gets in the championship game, Mark, but it's all for pride.
But it looks really pretty. We have our first color-on-color matchup. Let's go mono blue, mono red.
Yeah, it's not sure really what happened there. Working into this tournament, this is the 4th and final round-robin game for both teams. Avon View defeated Horton 2-1, Parkview 2-1 in overtime, and Yarmouth 3-0. West Kings lost to Horton 3-2 in overtime, lost to Parkview 6-4, and beat Yarmouth 4-3 in overtime.
Yeah, so Avon View cannot fall out of the championship game, and West Kings cannot make it into the championship game.
All that can happen to Avon View is that they can fall out of the home ice advantage.
They can, depending on what happens. Depending on what happens next. This is round robin game 9 of 10 for the weekend.
And the last round robin game for both of these teams. Starting in net, we've got number 29, Grady Lacuter for the Avon View Avalanche, who will be in blue going from left to right, and Owen Coyle, number 1. And they, the West Kings Wolverines, are in red going from right to left in period number 1. Winkowski jams in quickly. That's stopped by Phillips. Phillips makes a nice turn. Good active stick in there by Rowe. Right back into the corner. Scoville ducks away from a check. spins away again. Back to the point to Tebow. Tebow shot through a crowd. Oh, redirected in front. Great stick there by Cohen Elliott. Just didn't quite get enough of it.
Elliott got enough of it to change direction, but not enough to deflect it into the net.
Winkowski on the near side to Tebow. Tebow up the line to Scoville. He'll just dump it in and take a big hit from Popma. Back on the far side towards the middle. Good exit pass, even better check by Buchanan. Buchanan comes back in all by himself, can't get the shot away as he's surrounded by blue.
I think it was Drake Ledson coming back on the back check.
Ledson cuts to the middle, still with the puck, quick shot, nice save, Coyle. Back behind the net, Ledson. Gonna get it to the point to Popma. Popma looks like he's gonna shoot, but then goes D to D. Long shot, steered aside easily by Coyle. Back to the point. McCausland, nope, check that, that's Kerrigan. Kerrigan almost loses it. Gets it around the corner. Benjamin stops it right in front. Both teams looking for it. Unable to get the second shot. A sprawling Coyle gets the paddle down. Popma pinches in. Gets himself away from the check. Steers it towards the net, and Coyle has our first whistle of the game at the 13:24 mark.
This is the fourth Avon View game in a row that we've seen the same sort of start. They come out flying and take the pressure to the other team. A couple of times it didn't translate into any goals. It did the last game, of course. But West Kings doing the best they can to weather the storm.
We've certainly seen in this tournament and earlier on in league play in the Valley High School League that we have, that Avon View probably the most complete team in the league. They roll out three lines. There's very little difference. I'm not saying they don't have players that score more than others, but they have a lot of scoring from a lot of players. They don't lose very much when they go from line 1 to 2 to 2 to 3.
They're not afraid to put anybody on the ice at any point. They rotate goalies regardless of the opponent. They're a deep team.
That being said, when we automatically said that means Jack Davies for the championship game tomorrow, the coach said to us, because he happened to be up here watching the minor hockey game that was on before this, he said, well, no, I don't want to tell you that right now. I got to make it look like I'm doing something as a coach.
He admitted he likes giving up a goal or two a game so he has something to yell at.
Teaching moments.
Yes. Who wants a 7-0 victory? It just gets out of hand.
Well, and that's true. We certainly see that and have seen it so far in this tournament a couple of times.
Yep.
Specifically the last game. Right in front. Bad play by Coyle, unable to get that bouncing puck right in front, off the back of the net. Hacked down and around the boards to Scoville.
Coyle did recover pretty quickly.
Avon View right back in. Good work by Spinney to get back in and steer the puck into center. But back comes McKenzie towards the middle. There's a quick shot. That goes wide. That was Corkum letting that one go from the high slot. Corkum behind the net. Taking a look around. He's going to reverse. Cycles it down low onto the stick of Miller. Miller taken out nicely by Grant, who grabs the puck but gives it away. Ends up being a back pass and right back onto Winkowski's stick. Winkowski gains the blue line. He's being chased down. Big hard hit, Caleb Corkum.
Boy, that rattled the boards.
And I'm going to say that was Ledson. I think once again that was a 17-on-17 hit.
Yeah, and Winkowski's feeling it going to the Wolverines bench.
That one bounced over the stick of Ledson all the way down for an icing. So with 11:10 to go in the opening period, the face-off will come back into the Avalanche zone to the right of Grady Lacuter. Face off, right back to Tebow. Tebow can't handle it though. He'll rip it back in. Phillips behind his own net, setting things up for the Avalanche. Nice cross-ice pass, just off of the stick of Corkum. Coming back the other way, little neutral zone play as they go back and forth, trying to gain some control and some ice. Tebow with it now. Cross ice, once again picked off. Carette dumps it into an empty corner. Popma gets there first. Popma taken out hard by Carette. Saw it coming though. Had his head on a swivel, taking a quick peek before going into the corner. Breaking out. Good forecheck coming right out. There's a nice shot and save by Lecoutre.
Big turnover.
Back to the point. That shot goes wide. Quick shot. Pad save Lecoutre. Phillips in the corner. Gives it up along the boards. That's going to be Ledson that gets it out. Thibault looking to knock it down. Fry brings it in backwards. Good work by Thibault getting that stick back in there. Cadet with it. Gains the blue line, correct, fires the shot, sliding over into the butterfly is Grady Lecoutre for another whistle with 9:53, and just like that, the shots go from 4-0 to 4-3.
This is as good as we've seen anybody play Avon View in the first 5 minutes of the first period. West Kings pushing back nicely, shots are basically even, getting Lecoutre into the game, I'll let him get cold.
And in that last game that West Kings played against Parkview, they lost 6-4, nice pad save. But they were the team that would not go away. Every time they went down, they scored another goal to make it a little bit closer.
And they gave up 2 in the first minute and a half of that game. And that's what put them behind the 8 ball the whole time.
Breaking up, pass a little behind Josh Rowe, but he gets it, trying to split the D, makes a good move, can't get the shot away. Well defended around the corner by Potma. Right out, that was an errant pass, picked off easily by Dykins. Dykins carries good speed down the road, down the near side, gets by McDowell, looking in front. Nice cross ice pass right on the stick of Halliburton. Halliburton's got some room, comes in and shoots. And a nice save by Owen Coyle.
Referee having a chat with Coyle. I think it's one of those, when you've got some time to play the puck, play it.
Hard for goaltenders to do that when they take it up in the midsection. It's not like it's easily in their glove. And
no, and they can't chance dropping it and having it bounce in front of them on the ice.
Back behind the net, that's Elliott ripping it around, looking for Scoville. Scoville makes a nice move to get around Halliburton, carries some speed down the far side, puts on the brakes. Up the middle, oh, errant pass, and that one's almost picked off. It's been a couple of those passes so far. Up towards the middle, Halliburton. Halliburton against Westervelt. Avonview comes away with it. Pemberton. Pemberton goes cross ice. Lots of room over there for McDonald. He shoots it, and that one sails wide. Pemberton shoves it down deep to Halliburton. Halliburton trying to use his body. Gets some help from McKenzie. Before West Kings gets the puck out of their own end. Scoville, nice move at center ice, comes in, toe drag, shot, can't get by the D.
Pemberton blocked that. He's limping off.
Yeah, that caught the in-between part of the shin guard. Trying to slide that into the corner was Corkum, but coming right back with it is Rowe. That's Jesse Rowe getting it in deep. West Kings making changes as they get the puck deep into the Avonview zone. Fired right back in. No icing. McCausland behind the net will set things up for the Avalanche. On the near side to Ledson. Nice quick pass up the middle, but it's defended very well by Buchanan right into the play. Buchanan with the puck. Makes a nice move to get around Ledson. Tries to get the shot away, and he's tackled. McCausland gives a little shove as he's getting up. Back around the wall, both teams fight for it. West Kings gets it out, long shot, easy save, rebound, steered aside and helped out by Kyle Phillips. Phillips with a nice lead pass up the middle. Skating hard with it is Ledson. Ledson with good speed on the far side, shoots! And that's a good save by Owen Coyle.
Great scoring chance, great save by Coyle.
Back along the outside, it's gonna come right out through the middle. Backhanded it in, smart move, realizing that a lot of your team was making changes, not the time to make a fancy move, the time to get it deep.
And you almost created some confusion there with the Wolverines defense.
Leopold with it. Leopold makes a nice move at the blue line, has a player in the middle, tries to slide it over there, well defended in front by Robbie McDowell.
Yeah, he was not letting them get that stick free.
Leopold with a quick wraparound attempt. Coyle right on top of it though, gets the pad down on the far side, taking away the wraparound. Dykeson can't stop that. McDowell keeps it in. D to Potma. Potma takes a look, goes high off the glass. Might have got a little piece of the referee or a stanchion, because it certainly did not take a normal bounce. Josh Rowe in the back, taking a look in front. Can't get the pass away. Tries the second time. It's going to get to the point. Shot through a crowd. Save, rebound, stick lift, and grabbing it and reaching out, covering it up. Grady Lucuter for a whistle with 5:41. Good stretch of play with no whistle there.
This is also as rough of a team or a start to a game that Avonview has faced as well. Northeast Kings are not backing down. The West Kings Wolverines, they're not backing down, and they're taking the body, especially on the forecheck.
Banged along the boards, not out. There's a quick shot from the point. Easy save, Lucuter. Good stick lift and a shot. Lucuter gets just a little piece of it, going from the short side. Great forecheck or back check. No, forecheck by the Wolverines. Avonview out to center. McDonald skating back for it, makes a nice move to step in front of Jesse Rowe. Pemberton now with it on the near side. Stretch pass goes off the back of the stick of Cook, and he's gonna have to exit the zone.
Now all of a sudden the Avalanche can't gain control and get it past the center ice.
Chipping a puck to center ice, skips over top, coming in hard is Miller with lots of speed. Coyle comes out and gets it. McKenzie with it, there's a shot. Rebound, another save by Coyle.
Coyle scooting back into the crease, getting himself centered, making the save and the rebound.
And Coyle did not have himself well placed when he initially got back. He was in the center and was giving away the short side, but Avonview able to pick the corner.
Yep.
Beautiful move through traffic. There's a shot just wide. Rebound, and that was 24, Kellen Miller. Lots of speed, lots of good stick work. Dumped down deep, back to the point. Still in, Miller looking for it. Pass behind him, waits, looks, shoots, glove save. Owen Coyle. A very quick first period with 4:13 to go.
I don't know if that was intentional or not, but Miller took that. He left that another half beat before he let the shot go. Just as Corkum slid in front of Coyle's view, Coyle still saw it, made the save, but it was like an intentional setup for a screen.
Face off, won by West Kings. They rip it around the boards, but McCausland's going to keep that in. Back behind the net to Miller. Miller gives it up. Corkum fighting forward in the corner. West Kings looks like they're going to come away with it. Both teams get it. No, looks like Miller was going to grab it. Gets it back to the point. McCausland goes cross-ice to Phillips. Phillips walks in, scores! And I do not believe that was deflected. I think that was straight in. He just plain beat Owen Coyle on that one.
I think Coyle was just late to get the glove up. Yep. Here's your Wilson Group replay. Yeah, just beat him high glove.
Leopold back to Potma. Cross ice to Fry. Fry comes in, makes a nice move through the middle, passes in front, shot, score! Fry to Leopold. Leopold gets the stick down and redirects it into the short side. Back-to-back goals, seconds apart for the Avonview Avalanche.
That is something we're used to. Fry to Leopold, back of the net.
Here's the Wilson's Group replay.
Great pass out in front from Fry.
Great recognition from Fry. And Leopold, stick down, he knows the puck's coming.
He does.
He knows he doesn't have to do anything but have it angled the correct way, and he's going to get a goal, and that's exactly what happened. Fry with a shot, glove save, Coyle.
Leopold, positionally, Leopold is terrific. He knows where to be, he's got the leverage. If he's hanging out in front of the net and he has to become immovable, he can do that. In that case, he finds the open spot. Fry knows to expect him to be there.
He does whatever's asked of him, and what more can you ask for when you're wearing the C on your chest?
Exactly, what an example.
Breaking out of their own end, Jaden Tebow with a nice lead pass to Josh Rowe. He fires it in. Lacuter's going to stop that. Leaves it. Looked like he wanted to play it, but didn't. Off the boards nicely by Pemberton. Getting back for it's Tebow. Makes a nice move to avoid a forecheck, but can't get that lead pass out. McKenzie gets it to the point. Pemberton just keeps it in. Up along the boards, McKenzie can't keep that one in, but that's going to be an icing with 2:46 to go.
Shots on goal 14-8 for Avonview, and the 2 Avonview goals 14 seconds apart.
Face off on the near side. Avonview gets it, passing in front, just out of the reach of Halliburton. Coming right back with it. Bouncing puck, both teams looking for it. Bringing it in nicely as Rowe. Backtrack, there's a shot, and the stick explodes.
Sure did.
He just goes for a change instead of getting some new graphite. Making a nice move down the near side is Cook. Cook behind the net, wraparound attempt. Nope, couldn't get that one done. Scoville, lead pass. Oh, beautifully read at the point by Ledson. Ledson now letting his team make changes as he does a lap in the O-zone. Cross ice pass right on the stick. Cross ice again. Cross ice a third time, just out of the reach of an outstretched stick of Caleb Corkum.
3 passes through the crease.
Miller drops it down low. Return pass, there's a shot just wide. McDonald digging for the puck. Good pass up to Scoville. Scoville being chased down by Miller. Miller's got speed and allows Scoville to not continue towards the net, but still peel away to the side and hope for help. Great move by Ledson. Loses an edge, tries to get up. There instead is McDowell, and that puck ends up back to Coyle for a face-off with 1:26 to go in our opening period.
Ledson, terrific puck skills, puck handling ability, skating. 2 big hits earlier in the day, big back checker. To your point, there's there's your assistant captain.
Yeah, and team speed, right?
Sure.
Wow, Miller and Ledson,
Fry,
they're the ones that truly, yeah.
Clark Dykins.
Right in front, Leopold slides it over. There's a shot, saved by, well, I'm not sure if that just made it up or whether or not he got a piece of it. As soon as they tell us where the face-off is, I'll let you know. Face-off's inside.
Looks inside.
Saved by Coyle.
Yep.
Leopold and Elliott. Leopold gets the boot, in comes Fry. Fry cleanly wins it back to McCausland. His shot just sails wide. Leopold, Dykins to Phillips, cross ice to McCausland. McCausland has a player on the backside, takes the shot and sails wide. Dykins
He was
sliding in, looking for that backside shot pass.
And they were looking for Dykins on the back door, yep.
Coming back the other way, Leopold, back pass to Fry. Fry makes a nice move to the middle, cuts through, can't get any farther, held in nicely by Phillips. Phillips slides it into the corner. McDowell picks that off. West King's going to get out of their own end, but not much farther than that. As Leopold, cross ice pass to Dykins. Dykins chips it in deep, hoping to get it deep so he can make a change. Kick forward nicely by Kerrigan. Kerrigan fights off the check. Boylan, Kerrigan fighting for the puck. Finally, it squirts loose to Cohen Elliott. Elliott just going to chip it into the neutral zone. That is going to work. It didn't look like it was going to. It looked like Kerrigan was going to knock that one down, but he couldn't quite control it. 4 seconds to go in period number 1, and as the puck goes in the corner, there's the horn ending the first period. A 2-to-1 ratio, shots on net. 16 for Avonview, 8 for West Kings. Avonview up 2-0 over the West Kings Warriors, and our goal scorers, Mark.
2 and 14 seconds. The Avalanche pop into Phillips and Captain Leopold.
So for one of the first times in the tournament, Avonview takes the early lead.
They do, and quite the discipline. Not a single penalty in the first period.
We've got number 17, Alex Winkowski, heading off of the ice and going to the adjustment room. Hopefully it's just an equipment.
He took a big hit earlier.
Have we seen, and we haven't seen him back since, have we?
We haven't.
Right. Thoughts on the first period, Mark?
Strangely enough, I could argue that this is the best first period that Avon View has faced opponent-wise, and yet it's only the first time this tournament so far that they've had a first period lead.
Not even against Yarmouth earlier today? They didn't get one in the first period? It was a 3-0 game. Was it 0-0 after one?
I think it was.
Okay.
Yeah.
I truly was asking. I can't remember.
Yeah, no, I think it was. Because it mirrored the two games yesterday, slow starting.
Right.
Dominating the play, couldn't get it past those goalies. I mean, they faced Speidel, they faced Comstock, they faced Queen. I mean, you know,
Yeah.
it was tough.
Face-off back in the Avon View zone. Halliburton wins that face-off. Picking it up is Popma. Up on the near side, Cook chips it forward. Kicked back, but Halliburton has it. Halliburton's going to fire it in. Hey, knowing those active boards, was looking for the quick bounce out.
Sure was.
Back to the point, Popma fires through a crowd, finding it. There's a shot, pad save, and the rebound steered aside nicely by Dominic Rose. Ripped around the boards. Popman's going to keep that in and just slide it right back into the corner. Breaking out of the corner. On the near side to Kerrigan. Kerrigan walks in, takes a shot. A deflection attempt by Cook in front of the net, but he couldn't get enough of it. Popma fast back into his own zone. Being forechecked by Scoville. Good work by Scoville. Rowe gets the puck into the corner. Bounces up high and skips over top of the stick of Manning Benjamin, going down into the Wolverine zone. Lead pass. Linesman waited to see whether or not that was going to be offside or not. Up on the near side, Ledson fires it in. Jayden Tebow with it, sliding it over to Benjamin. He can't control it, coming back with it. Ledson on the side, not going to get it, gets a rebound, scores! I thought for sure that Miller was going to slide it over to Ledson. Instead, he takes the low shot, where
Ledson,
you know there's going to be a rebound.
Yeah, Ledson didn't get the pass, but stayed right where it was, knowing that if the rebound came out and it would get to him, it couldn't come out to a better position for him. Coyle's really stuck. Here's your Wilson Group replay. Pass isn't made, but the low shot is taken. Coyle pops up the rebound. Ledson's got the entire left side of the net open.
And he puts it upstairs just to make sure. Coming back the other way to the blue line and out for the Wolverines. Cadet makes a nice move at the line. That move going right to left, right in front of the blue line, draws Hayden Buchanan offside. I know that's your pet peeve, Mark.
One more, half a stride, 2 more feet, and then dipsy doodle all you want, and you can't really blame Buchanan. He's breaking into the zone. He's like, either the pass is going to come to me, I got to get on my forecheck, or I'm going to go to the net. Either way, I can't be staring at my feet waiting for somebody to potentially make a lateral move at the blue line.
Correct. Drops it off, and Franny Hamilton gets it in deep, looking for Buchanan. Fry picks off that pass, can't get it out. Second attempt, though, and the Avalanche clear it to center ice before retreating back to their own zone again. Kyle Phillips settles the rolling puck down behind the net. Gets it over McCausland. McCausland's pass inadvertently between both players, and the Wolverines dump it into a corner. Good work by Phillips, keeping his feet. Nice pass up the far side to Dykins. Dykins to Fry. Fry's got some speed, but stops. Back pass to Dykins, and that quick shot goes off of the glove and just wide. I don't think Coyle got as much of that as he was hoping.
Oh.
Player hurt in front.
Dykins?
It's Dykins. I'm not sure what happened. He's back up.
I didn't see it either. I didn't see anybody around him when he went down, but I think he got something.
Right back at skating, though. Yep. So whatever happened, he survived it. Back down low, onto the skate of Fry. That centering pass goes off the stick. Bouncing puck, both teams looking for it. Coyle poke checks it away from the front of the net.
Ledson's going to be gone for a cross check behind the play.
Buchanan gets it.
He got roughed up in front of the net, and he had enough. And trailing official catches, all that stuff.
Yeah, that used to be something you could get away with all day long.
Yep.
And Leopold in the box. You said it was cross-checking?
Yep.
2 minutes for cross-checking. A great opportunity for the West Kings Wolverines to get a little more ozone time, have some time to set up their play, and maybe try to get those golden opportunities against Lakuter. Westervelt will set things up for the Wolverines behind his own net. Lead pass off of a stick. Kerrigan gathers it in and shuffles it right back down. Getting on his horse is Sullivan McKenzie. He's going to force the play. Westervelt gets it there. Breaking in from the point is Cook, and he's going to drive it in deep. Great work by Cook behind the net. Has the puck. Spins, goes the other way. Pivoting away from the check. Pinned up against the boards by Dominic Rose. Dominic Rose looking for help. But Cook still fighting the play. Great play by Cook.
The Avalanche have the penalty, right? Jeez. They forced a whistle.
And at that point, honestly, I think that's a good job by Coyle to just...
at that point, sure.
His team needs to change.
Man, they sure do. I mean, that's the downfall of the power play unit, right? They're not generally defensive forwards, you know, to say the least, but boy, they couldn't even get control of the puck. It was a good move by Coyle to just start fresh with 5 new guys.
Avon View wins the face-off, legs the puck back down in their zone. McDonald with it, looks for a shooting lane, gets it all the way to the West Kings blue line. Manning Benjamin makes a move, almost loses the puck. Coming out the other way, that's just past Scoville. Fired high against the glass by Ledson and back down the ice. 45 seconds to go in the power play advantage for the Wolverines. And so far, the advantage has not been that advantageous.
Not at all. They were doing better 5-on-5 and forechecking.
Breaking in, Scoville with a great opportunity, doesn't fire the shot. Instead, sets things up. They've got good control. Manning Benjamin not waiting for that pass. I think it surprised him when he came, tried to play it off his skates, couldn't do it. And as a result, 10 seconds later, the puck ends up down in his end.
And with the line change, the Avalanche managed to get one off on that icing.
Coming back in, that's Scoville. One last rush with 7 seconds to go. Snaps a shot. That one sails wide. Bounces over, and finding the puck is Lakuter, as he certainly had to have his head on the schedule. That's exactly the type of puck luck that the Wolverines need.
Don't ask me how, you know, I understand how geometry works, it's angle in, angle out, right? We've all played billiards. How that shot from the far side hits there doesn't come out this way. Did it hit the edge? Did it pop up?
It had to have.
It had to something, right?
It had to have hit the runner on the bottom and just taken that weird bounce.
And Lakuter's like, how'd the puck get here?
Well defended in front by the Avalanche. They'll go high off the glass, puck into the neutral zone. Grabbing the errant pass is Corkum, and he dumps it down the ice. But that's going to be an icing because he did it on his side of the red line. 9:42 to go in our second period. Our score remains the Avon View Avalanche 3, the West Kings Wolverines, no score.
I think the Avalanche got more shots on goal, shorthanded on that last 5-on-4 than the Wolverines managed to get.
Yeah, I think so too. Face off, one cleanly in the corner to McCausland. He'll flip it over to Phillips. Phillips to Fry. Check that, that's Corkum. Corkum can't squeeze by the D. Hopping puck, swiped in by Acker. I think it's the first time I've said his name. McKenzie comes down the near side, loses control and just swipes the puck behind the net, getting there first, Braden Boylan. That seemed like more of a jump and fly than it did an actual trip. Long shot from the point, that sails wide. Back on the near side, McKenzie. I was watching McKenzie in warm-up. He's somebody I don't see as often. Where you see him. He's not, I'm not saying we don't see him on the ice. He gets a normal shift just like everybody does. But boy, in the warm-up, was he ever firing a puck?
Yeah, he's flying out there.
He's a big kid. He's a big boy, right? And you've got that.
He is long. You
got that torque on the stick when you're that long. Nice pass on the near side to McCausland, sorry. McCausland looking for it. Instead goes cross ice looking for McKenzie. Halliburton in the corner, Fry gives it up. Halliburton digs it out of the corner, gets it back to the point. We're going to go cross ice. No, we're not. Big shot. And that one sails high and wide. Back to the point to Kerrigan. Kerrigan's going to throw that towards the net, hoping for a lucky bounce. Halliburton in the corner, gives it up. He's going to get flipped back to the point, held in by Potma. Potma shot. That one hits the skate in front and goes wide. Extended period of play inside the Wolverine zone again. Right towards the net, bang towards Potma at the point. He settles it and just hangs on to it as he had a lot of trouble settling that bouncing puck.
Interesting to see Halliburton out there with Dykens and Fry, Leopold's line. Leopold sitting at the end of the bench, and there was a little chat from one of the coaching staff, and he just
cross-check behind the seat, behind
and
the
he
goal.
just slammed the door shut. I think he's in the process of what we call learning a lesson. There was absolutely no call for that. He was roughed up. He gets roughed up every shift. That's his job.
Especially when you're going to plunk yourself in front of the net. It's just going to happen.
It's just going to happen.
And a good indication for everyone else on the team that you might have a C on your chest, but the rules apply to all.
I don't think it's a coincidence he's sitting at the end of the bench.
Breaking in, that's broken up nicely by McDonald. McDonald carries the blue line. Tries to slide a pass over off of the skates of number 15, Jesse Rowe, into the net. And that's going to be a goal for Jeremy McDonald.
McDonald gets a cheap one there.
Yeah, sometimes the pucks bounce in your favor, like over on the other side when it hits the bottom runner. Comes in a weird way, could have very easily bounced off the back of Lakuter and into the net. It didn't. In this case, you're just trying to play good D. You're just trying to get back and take away the cross-ice pass. And unfortunately, the puck goes in off your skate. No chance at all for Coyle.
No.
Breaking in now is Elliott. Drop pass. There's a shot through a crowd. Looking for it. Lakuter makes a save, and then his defense are able to clear the front of the net. Big check along the boards there by Sullivan McKenzie. Phillips on the other side. Scoville gets there first, makes a nice move, but McKenzie pokes it free. Trying to get it out. Second attempt, and out comes Cook. Cook 1-on-3. Goes wide, takes a shot, save, bouncing puck, settled down by Avonview. Halliburton, stick handling, has it, spins away from traffic, has it from one-timer shot. Nice play by Thibault to steer that puck away from the front of the net, and a great play by Avonview to do a quick centering pass. That was a bang-bang shooting attempt.
Coyle robbed Cook there. And Leopold's back on.
It was just a shift.
Yep.
That pass on the back of Fry's skate. He chops it just in front of Leopold. Bet you Leopold's not going to get another penalty like that today, though.
No, he won't.
I won't say he won't get another penalty, but just one like that. McCausland up to Fry. Fry has Dykens in front of him, but gives it up to Leopold. Leopold, cross-ice pass to Phillips, who dumps it in deep. Coyle's going to take no chances and cover that up with 5:41 to go in the second.
Yeah, when you get to the last part of the mid-period with the long change, you're not even sure, like, as a goaltender, you're like, forget it, I'll just freeze it. If we need to change, even if we're going to change one or two of the five, that's fine.
Face off, won again by Avonview. Good stick in there, though, by Buchanan to knock it free and get it back into the Avalanche blue line. Avalanche in their own end. Eric Potma with it. He's got a lot of ice down the middle, and he uses it, pops it a little far in front of him, and then knocks down Braden Boylan. It's like that's taking advantage of your own missed stick handling.
That's how you forecheck, though.
Now you have to wonder, when you start taking runs like that, and a team that's losing in a game that they know they're not going to play a next one in, you better have your head up, because retribution can be around the corner.
And Avonview potentially has a lot to play for.
Bringing the puck up now is Franny Hamilton, makes a move. Good stick lift from behind by Corkum, backing him up, and once again Corkum has it, and he kicks it out of the zone. Corkum looking for a stretch pass. There it comes. Tries to slap it in deep. Boylan's going to get there first. Lots of time. Stretch pass up the middle. Well read by Kerrigan. Kerrigan gains the blue line, makes a nice move on the far side. being chased down by Boylan, and Boylan takes the puck away. Both teams fighting for it before Cook comes away with it. Cook cycles it down low. It's going to bounce off of a stick, and McDowell's going to get it in the corner. Clears it, but not out. Far corner clear in by Avon View. A good stick lift, puck in front, but no shot. Finn Franey Hamilton has his stick lifted, back to the point. Pemberton, cross-ice pass to Halliburton. Halliburton back to McDonald. Nope, can't get there in time. Good play by Josh Rowe. Great body positioning by McDonald.
Couldn't get past McDonald.
Back pass to Halliburton all by himself. There's a shot. And he just missed the top glove side. Puck into the corner. Behind the net, that's Pemberton with it. Pemberton tried to slide a pass. Stretch pass going down the ice. That's going to be an icing. A little under 3.5 minutes to go in our second period, and the score remains Avalanche 4, Wolverines 0.
Shots on goal expanding too in Avalanche favor. Currently 25-10. West Wolverines have been out quite a bit here and can't change on the icing call.
Back to the point. McCausland fires it towards the net. It's banged right back. McCausland, though, keeps it into Leopold. Back pass to Fry. Fry comes in, shoots, score! Fry with a quick release, 5-hole, sliding the puck along the ice. Make it a 5-goal game in the second period, and that's going to initiate straight time.
Was it Fry to Leopold we were used to, or was it Leopold to Fry we were used to?
I think that they
Either way,
both work well off each other.
They really do. Nothing like having that kind of a line that is just one of 3 lines.
And I'm not saying, and you know that they do have a top line. That is not the issue when we're saying that.
No.
It's just that the drop off when they go from 1 to 2 or 2 to 3 is so insignificant.
How does the other team load up against one of their lines?
Exactly.
You can't.
Good poke check at the corner. Leopold gets it. Held in nicely. Coming back the other way is Grant. Grant can't get the shot away. Surrounding and smothering defense by the Avon View Avalanche. Corkum gains the line. Tries to slide a pass over. Coming right back the other way is Grant. Grant carries good speed down the near side. Taking a look up at where he was going to shoot. Overskates the puck, and Ledson's going to come back the other way. Ledson stops, shoots. And that's going to go off of the leg, and that one's going to leave a mark.
Oh, yeah.
Dominic Rose get in front of that one. Coyle's going to stop it, and that allows Dominic Rose a chance to get off the ice and stretch that out.
Coyle okay?
Is Coyle just tired?
Oh, no, I think he's messing around with his pads. Okay.
Oh, okay.
Because, yeah, we're only at 2 minutes now. We're just going to get a bit of a break with a flood.
Face off, one back in the corner. Tebow goes up the far side, held in nicely by Popma. Down deep, back to Tebow. Tebow's going to try going middle of the ice, but it's going to be banged back in. Good skate in there by Scoville to knock that down. Check that, that was Elliott. Back on the far side. Popma takes away time and space, and puck. Makes a move and is taken out of the play nicely. Good hip check in there by number 8, Jack Spinney.
That's rare.
Popma has some room. Cross-ice pass right on the tape of Ledson. Ledson makes a fancy move, stops, slides it to the middle. There's a shot just wide. Good play, and Kellen Miller coming in full speed and taking advantage of the wheels he has. Pass in front, one-timer just slides wide. Trying to go short side, that hits the post and careens out to the point. Under a minute to go, cross-ice pass to Popma. Popma, indirect, down the wall. Good work closing in there by Jaden Tebow. Tebow knocks down Cook. Cook gets it along the boards, and we've got a delayed penalty coming up against the West Kings Wolverines. Call it a hook.
Grady Lacouture doing everything he can to get to the bench, and of course with the long change, he couldn't get past the blue line.
And you're seeing a lot of the action around Coyle.
That's Tebow with a hook? Yeah.
By the time this all gets started, we're going to have a 3-minute penalty to start period number 3. Nobody in a rush.
That's going to be it.
And there's the horn. So the Avonview Avalanche will carry forward a full 3-minute penalty for the beginning of period number 3. What was it, 2 minutes for what? Holding. 2 minutes for holding. I was just waiting. I thought I missed it. He just gave a little pregnant pause before letting us know. A goal scoring recap, Mark.
3 more for the Avalanche. Ledson, McDonald, and Fry. Shots and goal that period, 11-2 for the Avalanche. 2 minor penalties, although the one just given now isn't actually going to be served until the 3rd period.
Well, to me, Mark, it looks like West Kings, much like Yarmouth in the last game, second game of the day, a little less left in the tank. The team that would not go away in the last game is having trouble getting that counter shift every time that Avonview pushes forward. In the last game, West Kings was able to push back, do something, get a good shot away. They're not able to do that. Only 10 shots on net, and quite honestly, I don't think Lacouters had to make a big save yet.
He hasn't, and it's been less and less as the game went on. They withstood the first couple of minutes, not a big deal. They pushed back. Phillips gets 1 partway through the first. West Kings is still in it at that point. By the, say, 10-minute mark of the second period, it was clearly falling off the shelf.
And where on the other side of the ice, the Avonview Avalanche seem like a team that's getting better as the tournament is going along. This does not bode well for the rest of the field come Championship Sunday.
No, it doesn't. And their only penalty, as we explained with Leopold, was, say, unwarranted and unnecessary, and a great teaching moment for the coaching staff, and I think message well deserved. And they're setting themselves up for tomorrow.
And I can't wait to have a coaches meeting with them tomorrow and bring that point up.
Of course. They're not going to admit it to the team, but boy, they like to see a little bit of that once in a while.
And I think they like to see people like us seeing it.
Sure, and let's face it, if we're going to sit somebody, even if it's just for a shift, it's our team captain. We're putting him at the end of the bench for the fans to see. The assistant coach is going to come over and go, it's not that bad, come on, let's get going. You know what he's like, don't worry about it. Message received.
That's right. Once again, we'd like to thank everyone for watching Trident Media's streaming coverage of the 2026 Division I Regional High School Hockey Tournament, coming to you from the Yarmouth Mariners Center, and the game brought to you by Wilson's Home Hardware. On behalf of myself, Dave Doucette, and my partner, Mark O'Connell, we're going to take a break while the Zamboni cleans the ice. We'll be back for the start of period number 3. Thanks for joining us.
the West Kings Wolverines.
Welcome back, hockey fans. Third period coverage of game number 4 here on Saturday, the 28th of February. After 2 complete, the Avon Avalanche are up 5-0 over the West Kings Wolverines, and they're going to carry forward a 3-minute power play. And yes, it's a 3-minute power play because with the 5-goal lead in the third period, it is the period will start off in straight time or run time. Bad mess up there as the fans are all getting up in front of us. We're just going to have to pretend.
Come on, everybody.
Puck coming back the other way. We really, folks, could not see a thing as everyone stood up in front of us. Puck behind. There's a shot. That goes wide.
Coyle with multiple stops.
I'm smelling the French fry around us, though.
Oh, yeah.
I'm smelling Rink Canteen.
Grease.
Anyways, 2 minutes, 18 seconds left. And so as I was saying, it's straight time or run time because of the 5-goal lead. And as a result, 2-minute penalties become 3-minute penalties.
And even though it happened with almost a minute left in the second period, we didn't get another puck dropped until the end of the period. So it really starts being served at the start of the third.
Kerrigan to Pemberton. Pemberton puts on the brakes at the blue line. Bouncing puck, steered into the corner. Slap shot on the far side. Oh no, that rips the referee. Bounces right back up. Obviously hits some padding.
Yeah, he looks good.
Pemberton goes cross ice. Back to Kerrigan. Down. Oh, and Kerrigan whiffs on the pass. Pemberton has to hustle back. Slides it back deep. Stepping up to it is Kerrigan. Kerrigan trying to get it in deep. Can't. Up along the boards. Miller along the boards isn't going to be able to stop it, though, as Cohen Elliott fires it down the ice. 1 minute, 19 seconds to go in the power play. Both teams making changes. McDonald carries some speed, protects the puck, shoots, rebound, second shot saved. Pass in front, that goes off of the skates of Corrette.
Coyle made the first save, and he wasn't sure exactly where it went, and so looked behind him, and then it ended up stopping the rebound as well.
McDonald drops it off to Potma, up on the near side to Dykins. Cross ice pass just out of the reach of Leopold, so Dykins will continue up the line. Gains the blue line, quick shot, blocker save. Reaching up high, that was earmarked for the top shelf, I think. Leopold crashes into Rowe. Coming in, there's a shot off of the stick of Westervelt into the mesh. Kind of a...
Well, lost his glove. Not sure why that happened.
And see the referee kind of swinging his arm, and I think he's kind of... Linesman coming to make sure that he's okay, because yeah, that hit hard.
Yeah, even the players are checking on him. He's good.
Brock Eamon is one of the few referees I do know, always has a smile on his face. I played hockey with his dad. Coming right out of the bench, Phillips is going to come down. That extended break there killed off the rest of the 30 seconds of the power play. McDowell tries to fire it back in. Phillips will set things up behind his own net. McCausland hangs around the front. Stick lift, doesn't get the puck out. There's a shot through a crowd. McCausland gets in front of it. Goal!
Cooter has literally got the leg pinned to the post. He's looking around like, how did that squeak through? And yet it did.
Josh Rowe spins around, fires it towards the net, maybe just hoping for a good bounce or a rebound off of Cooter. Instead, it squeezes in and it stops the clock.
We are
back
stoppage.
to stoppage time because it's only a 4-goal lead.
Yep.
And here's the rebound. You see, it just fires it. It doesn't look like it could be any better covered until it wasn't.
Cooter looked around dumbfounded, like that didn't get past me, right?
That was a Penn and Teller shot.
Whew.
Breaking up along the lines. Stopped at the line nicely by Rowe. Rowe with the shot, pad save. And the Cooter's gonna grab hold of that and cover it up with 11:16 to go.
Shots are 33-13 in favor of the Avalanche. First scoring chance for West Kings in quite a while. That squeaked through.
Face off, pushed towards the net, but handled nicely by Avon View. That skips over Popma's stick. Corkum knifes it back into the corner. Bouncing puck, both teams looking to find it. Weak angle shot, why not?
Oh,
And that one hurt. And that's that caught Kellen Miller, and Kellen Miller in some distress, still on the ice. This is where it'd be worth it to just take the icing.
he got up.
He's on the easy side to get to the bench as well. Cross ice, Ledson kind of jump in there, but getting there first is Thibault. Ledson lifts a stick. Leopold, back pass to the line to Phillips. Phillips shot, oh, looking for the redirect in front was Fry. Fry's pass goes off of a skate. Leopold comes in to help out. Looks cross ice, slides a pass in just out of the reach of Dykins, who came flying down the center of the ice. Scoville takes a hack from behind, still has the puck, pushed into the boards by Leopold. And Leopold rips it around the boards. Fry with it, Dykins with him. Both carry lots of speed. Fry gains the blue line, stops, drops it off to Leopold. Leopold shoots, glove save, Coyle.
They're all trying to go high glove on Coyle now. Up to that task. Here's your Wilson group replay. Is this the shorthanded?
Oh, that's where he got hit.
Oh, that's where he got hit.
That's where Miller took the shot. Looked like he got up in the breadbasket somewhere.
Yeah.
Like if it was underneath the chest protector, above the pants, it can certainly get a soft area.
Sure.
Pass out in front. He's got to get to the line. Phillips knifes it back in nicely to Halliburton. Halliburton shot goes off a stick. Coyle veers it into the corner to Westervelt. Westervelt turns around. Goes back the other way to Corrette. Corrette jammed against the boards. Great forechecking yet again by Avonview as they're right back at their way they play. I'm not sure who you're going to call, whether it's a hold, a hook.
Yeah, I think it's going to be a holding on Cook.
And it is indeed Brandon Cook with a holding penalty just outside his own blue line. 2-minute penalty and an opportunity for West Kings to chip into this lead that the Avonview Avalanche have.
They've got more time to do so now by cutting it back to stop time.
Face off, won cleanly, but outside the blue line, skating hard up the line is Ledson. Good work by Scoville to actually beat him to the puck. Coyle gets it down low to Benjamin. Benjamin stops, takes a look, has a little more time now. Up on the near side to Scoville. Cross ice to Corrette. Corrette to the middle, fires the puck. That one sails wide. Hard off the boards and swiped that down the ice by the Avalanche. Benjamin behind his own net. Miller chasing him down. Miller is going to grab the puck, but only momentarily as Corrette comes in to help. Flips a cross ice pass on the near side to Scoville. Scoville being chased from behind, controls it, tries to drop it off to Buchanan. Once again, good work by Miller. Looks to the heavens as he wonders why he didn't do more with that clearing opportunity. Back in is Buchanan. Buchanan had Pemberton on his hip but couldn't get the shot away. Back to the point. Over to Scoville on the near side. Scoville takes a look. Waits. Cross ice pass. Beautiful attempt to Elliott, looking for the redirect. Coming back the other way, a nice move. That's Halliburton with it, and he just pushed it up a little too far. Absorbs the check, still has it. Great work by Halliburton. Has it again, spins away, rolls it back the other way. He's still going to chase it down.
It's Halliburton versus 3, and he's got the puck.
And I love the way Corkum just sits back and says, you go, guy.
Yeah, no problem.
Buchanan comes in, nice move on the inside, double team though, and the Avalanche bang it high off the glass, all the way down the ice, right on net. 9 seconds to go in the power play for West Kings. West Kings up the far side. They're going to gain the blue line. Lose all their speed though. They had some wingers that were coming in, and I think Rowe would have been better suited to dump it in and let those speeding wingers get into the corners quickly.
Correct was moving.
Nice move by, just out of the reach of Dykens. Leopold gets his skates on it. Kicked back in by Fry. Popma up through the middle. And that's going to be deflected in at the center ice zone by Leopold. Deflected so well it went over the glass into the mesh.
I think it's over and behind the mesh too.
Six minutes, 52 seconds. Avalanche take care of the scare. That was the penalty they took. Good work on the faceoff by Chase Grant, getting it in deep. Phillips goes off the boards, up to Dykens, Dykens to Leopold. Leopold makes a nice move before sliding it to Fry. Fry carrying good speed, cuts across, takes a shot, save Coyle! And Coyle grabs it. Fry looking to be cheeky there.
That was cheeky, right? Let's slip it over, and we're going to assume Coyle's going to follow us from his right to his left, and so all we got to do is put it up and over the pad, right? Like he won't be there. And he didn't get it high enough.
And as it turns out, with his speed, he would have been better off using the speed to go cross ice.
He could have beat him far side with that speed, right?
Ripped down low, Halliburton behind the net. Halliburton goes off the glass. That gets high up in the air, bouncing puck. Halliburton trying to settle it. Kicks it onto a skate, makes a nice move, gets it back to Phillips. Phillips goes cross corner to an empty corner, just keeping the puck clean. Up along the near side, and Rowe looking to chip it out. Great work along the boards by Ryland Kerrigan, at least initially. Avonview has to retreat. Phillips in his own zone. Indirect pass a little bit ahead of Kerrigan, who is streaking down the board, down the wing. Good hand-eye on that to get it to Coyle. Coyle's just going to cover that up. 5:45 to go, allowing both teams to make changes.
This is where Avonview excels. They just keep rolling lines every 40, 45 seconds.
And not pushing.
They don't.
It's a 4-goal lead with 5 minutes and 45 seconds left. It's more important to be, to know where you are defensively, to clog up the neutral zone, to take away those cross-ice passes. And if you can just keep it in their end, they're never going to score.
Nope.
McCausland getting it in deep. Corkum can't get there. Good work by McCausland. Cross-ice pass, nobody there. You'd have been better sliding that one behind the net. Now he's out of position.
Yeah, I think Miller was waiting for that behind the net for a reason.
McCausland back in his defensive position, takes a look, goes up the near far side. Corkum grabs that errant pass, but can't get it in deep. Corkum's going to get to the bench for a change. Coming the other way is Scoville. Scoville dumps it into an empty corner. McCausland gets a stick on it, quickly fires it up to Fry. Fry quickly gets it up the middle, but it goes off of the stick of Kellen Miller. Coming back in, that should be offside, and it is.
Oh, it is.
It was just offside, and Fry was hoping it wasn't offside.
Yeah.
But it was.
Letson just couldn't clear the zone. Under 5 minutes, shots 40-13 now.
Face-off scrum. Avonview gets it back, cross ice to McDonald. McDonald picks it up. Doesn't get much on it, but does get it down into the zone. Dominic Rose goes off the glass, trying to find Westervelt around the corner. Getting there first, though, are Avonview. First to every puck, winning a lot of the board battles. Great stick lift there. There's a shot off of a stick and wide. Pass in front, centered, can't get by. Back behind the net, there's a shot off Coyle and a goal! Leopold banks one in off Coyle, reestablishing the 5-goal lead and run time.
Leopold all alone at the side of the net. Coyle down and out after making the initial save. Really nothing he could do. We'll see it on the replay. I think Leopold banked it in off him, didn't he?
I think so.
Yeah.
Hard to see from where we were, but let's find out.
Yeah, here's your replay here. He's sliding back over to the left.
Yeah.
Yeah, off his right pad and in. Ended up being 5-hole, accidental.
Under 4 to go, coming back in. There's a shot, well defended by McDowell, finding the puck at the last minute. Pemberton keeps it in deep. McDowell gathers it along the far side, comes back the other way, gets a pass up to Franny Hamilton. He can't control it. Oh, a nice deflection in front by Halliburton. Just got a little too much of the puck as it goes up into the mesh.
Sure did. That went 15, 20 feet above the net.
Every face-off is another 15 to 20 seconds off the clock, though. And at this point, with a running clock.
And now the change every 40 to 45 seconds is a change every single whistle.
Yeah, if we have a whistle, we're changing.
Yeah.
Leopold gets it back. Kerrigan takes a shot. Blocker save up into the mesh. And let's do it all again 20 seconds later.
They're going to do it? They're not.
No, that's a little too.
That was a 5-second shift.
But they are going to meander their way into the face-off circle.
Sure.
Fry, intentionally, unintentionally, goes in hard just so he can get thrown out.
Yeah,
You don't get the change, you get the 5 seconds that way.
So Leopold can then take the draw.
Fry behind the net, centering pass, Leopold with it. Leopold to Pemberton, Pemberton cross ice. That's a little too far in front of Kerrigan. Ripped down the ice, that's going to be an icing. They can all skate as hard as they want. They don't really need to anymore.
No.
I think they're all still playing under their "this is how we played it all year" rules for the Valley High School Hockey League.
Of course they are. Just the officials know the difference. Because coaches didn't, some coaches didn't, we certainly didn't. Players are acting like they're not taking
One of the
any chances.
referees didn't.
There you go.
And based on the calls we saw early in the tournament, there was confusion from all accounts to all involved.
Yeah, there really was.
Back to the point, that skips over top of McCausland. 2-on-1 break. Coming in is Acker. Looking for the pass in front. There's a shot. That goes off of a skate. Back into the corner, chip forward, and Avonview gets out of trouble in their own zone. Good work. Halliburton with it. Halliburton tries to slide it by Coyle. Good forecheck in there by Cook. And Cook willing to just jam that puck along the boards for as long as both teams want to stay there.
And they get a whistle out of it.
The referee seeing the strategy.
Sure. And a change. Safe to say this is the last shift?
Should be.
No hurry by the Avalanche to line up.
Ledson makes his way to the face-off dot. Corkum makes sure to extend the play by encroaching. Face-off one. Pemberton throws it in deep, looking for Miller. Miller spins away from the check, slides it down low. Ledscombe back to Miller. Miller behind the net. Finally losing control of the puck with 25 seconds to go. Pemberton all the way back. Breaking up with it is Spinney. Spinney goes wide. That shot, it rings the post. Make it a doink with 20 seconds to go.
I think Lacuter got a glove on it too.
Coyle wanted to cover it up. If he had, it would have been the end of the game. So instead he gives it up to Tebow. Tebow's lead pass, not looking for it at all with Scoville. Puck chipped down the ice and make it a championship final for the Avonview Avalanche as they come through
6-1
with a 6-1 victory.
Final shots on goal, 44-13.
Goal scorers in the third period, Mark.
1 third period goal scorer for each team. Josh Rowe for West Kings gets them off to Schneid, and Leopold with his second of the night.
So we probably said enough. West Kings, like Yarmouth, second game of the day, their second game of the day, had less in the tank for this game. So that, along with the fact that they're playing a team that seems to be getting stronger as the tournament gets by, and Avonview was just a little too much for the Wolverines to handle.
And their top defenseman, Winkowski, one of their top defensemen, Winkowski, played about half of the first period only. We haven't seen him since. That didn't help.
So the Avonview Avalanche, out of a possible 12 points in the round robin, get 11 of the 12. They came through with 4 victories, but one of those victories against Parkview was in overtime. They're going to automatically have home ice advantage for the championship game on Sunday, Sunday being an 11:30 start time. And the all-important last game of the regulation, game number 10 of round robin, Parkview Panthers versus Horton Griffins, is going to determine who they play against in that championship game.
And that single point Parkview stole from Avonview could be the difference in getting them into tomorrow's final. We'll see what happens against Horton.
All right, once again, make the final. The Avonview Avalanche 6, the West Kings Wolverines 1. On behalf of myself, David Doucette, my partner, Mark O'Connell, and all of the volunteers behind the scenes here at Trident Media, we'd like to thank you for joining our streaming coverage of the Division I Regional High School Hockey Tournament, coming to you from the Yarmouth Mariner Center. Thanks for joining us. See you again soon, as our next game is in about 8 minutes. Bye for now.